Join me on a journey to embrace your Cavella life. Hi friends, thanks so much for joining me. My name is Rachel. Welcome to your Yin practice. So today we will begin with a little warm up just to get the blood flowing and get everything moving, and then we will slowly make our way into our Yin practice. So if you're ready, let's come to stand on our feet at the top of the mat. So feet are touching. Let's roll the shoulders back. Maybe start to turn the palms out to the sides, grounding the feet. Gazing straight ahead, or close the eyes if you feel comfortable. And just coming to the present moment. Begin to connect with the breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose. Let's slowly start to float the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands into the heart center. Maybe take a moment to set an intention, dedication for your practice if you'd like. And then let's inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale. Adding on, coming into our forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, come into a nice flat back. Start to gaze forward, palms to the shins. Exhale, fold. Slowly rolling up. Inhale, float the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. 2 more just like that. So just flowing at your own pace with your own breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale up, floating the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. 1 more, inhale up, exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, rolling all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Adding on, inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Adding on here, let's step that right foot back. Left foot coming into our plank pose. So plank pose, get that alignment. Create that beautiful straight line from the crown to the feet. Start to engage the core, navel to spine. Stacking the shoulders over the wrists. And you always can ground the knees to modify. So just breathing here, pushing that breath through the entire body. Staying nice and neutral in the neck. And then lower the knees, chest, chin, coming all the way down onto the belly for baby cobra. Take those palms outside the chest, elbows to the sky. Peel the chest up. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Press through the palms. Tuck the toes, find your downward facing dog. And then taking whatever movements you need here, maybe pedal those heels, bend the knees, move the hips. Let the head just hang. Lift those hips higher, drop those heels closer to the ground. Let the sternum drop, draw the shoulder blades down the back. And just come into that nice, deep, steady breath. And let's walk the feet coming back up to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll through that spine, float the arms. Bring the palms together. This time, really lift and lengthen, grounding the feet. Lift the torso out of the hips. Start to come into a nice, gentle back bend, opening up that front body. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, let's repeat that again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, exhale. Left foot, right foot, high plank, holding here. Breathe. Start to warm the internal body with the breath. And then lower the knees, chest, chin, all the way down. Inhale, coming in for baby cobra, so the legs are touching, point the toes. Exhale, float it down. 2 more. Inhale, hug those elbows close to the ribs. Exhale, down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, press through the palms, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. And let's walk the feet. Come back up to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll all the way up. Float the arms. Reaching up to the sky. Open up that front body. Back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Circle those arms up. Let's come into chair pose, Utkatasana. So make sure the knees don't go past the toes. Lift the chest, unshrug the shoulders, slight pelvic tilt here. Sit down nice and low. And then open the arms, dive it forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Walk, step, or float the feet. Find your high plank. And then from here, knees, chest, chin. Repeat what we've been doing, or come into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll those shoulders back, lift the heart. Exhale, roll through the feet, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Adding on here, float that right leg up to the sky for your dog. Coming back to your downward facing dog. Option here, just hold or flow through high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Other leg, left leg floats up to the sky. Square the hips and shoulders. Extend through that left leg. Try to straighten the left knee, point the toe. And then flex that left foot, float it down to meet the right, down dog. High plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths. And then from here, walk, step, or float the feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold back into your chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale all the way up. Open the body. Exhale, hands to heart. Circling those arms, Utkatasana, sit down. Find your chair. Relax the shoulders, pelvic tilt, waking up that spine. Forward fold, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, walk, step or float the feet. Find your high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Right into our three-legged dog. Lift that right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Opening up that hip. So let that right foot really hang heavy. Maybe flex the right foot, draw it in towards that right glute. And then knee into the chest, step through for your low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, sink the hips. Open those arms, frame that right foot. Tuck the left toes, flowing back to your three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. Stretch it out. Exhale, right foot floats down, down dog. High plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg floats up for your three-legged dog. This time bend that left knee, stack it. Stacking the hips, flex the left foot. Opening it up. And then left knee comes into the chest for low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, sink the hips. Sweep those arms, frame that left foot, and just flow through your vinyasa. So left leg floats up, three-legged dog. Exhale down. High plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths here. Let that chest drop. And then let's slowly float the knees down to the ground and just make your way into your extended child's pose. So slowing things down for our yin practice here. So keeping the knees together, or take the knees wide if that feels good for you. Just let those hips sink down to the ground. Start to feel the shoulders externally rotating out. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Let that forehead touch. And just take a moment here to reconnect with the breath. Notice where you may be feeling any tension, resistance in the body. And then just float those arms alongside the body, coming into your child's pose. And we're going to make our way up to a seated position, starting with our first yin posture, our toe pose or toe squat. So we're starting at the bottom of the body, starting with the feet. So you're tucking those toes underneath. And just really sitting the hips on the heels. So remember, in yin, we're holding the poses for about 2 minutes. So start to just come into that nice, deep, steady breath here. Maybe close the eyes, take the palms to the thighs. So you may already feel your feet talking to you. You might already feel that edge. So just breathe here. So our feet support us. So just giving them a little attention, a little extra love today. So you can totally just stay still. If you'd like to maybe bring the arms in, just inhale the arms up, exhale, float them down, inhale up, exhale down, and then inhale, just taking the arms out in T. Let's come into our eagle arms. So crossing that right arm underneath the left, wrapping the arms, press the palms together. And start to think about opening up that upper back, the shoulders. Make sure the elbows not collapsing onto the chest. Keep the elbows in front of the chest. And just breathe here. And at the time, we're just getting that toe stretch in. Just breathe through any tension, any resistance you're feeling here. Make sure the shoulders are staying stacked over the hips over the heels over the toes. And let's unwrap the arms. Inhale, float those arms up. Exhale down. Big inhale. Exhale. This time, let's switch arms, switch those eagle arms, wrap that left arm underneath the right, press the palms together. And again, extend the elbows out. Feel that upper body stretch. Breathe. Taking 5 deep breaths here. And release that wrap. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down, and let's release those feet. So taking the palms forward and just flattening out the tops of the feet. So just be gentle here. Let those feet just relax. Taking the hips to the heels, just sitting here, letting that settle in. And then taking those palms out, we're going to come into our tabletop and make our way into our down dog. So tucking the toes, let's inhale, lift those hips up to the sky. And let's just pedal the heels, bend the knees, move the hips, shake that out. And then from here, walking the feet towards the top of your mat. We're going to come into ragdoll. So make sure the feet are hips width apart. So remember, we're going to hang here. in our ragdoll. So if you need to keep the palms grounded for now, fingertips grounded, that's fine. So ragdoll, you want to take the hands to opposite elbows and start to let the upper body just kind of naturally gravitate towards the earth. So start to shift the weight towards the toes, lift the hips to the sky. So just hanging out here for a while. And remember, if you ever need to come out of a pose, just slowly make your way out. Do what you need to do. Always listen to your body. If something's not working for you, that's okay. Just come out of the pose. So we're waking up those hamstrings here, really getting a total body stretch. Let the head hang. If it feels good for you to bring some movement into this, you can start to sway from side to side. Or just be still. So little by little, maybe that chest is getting closer to the thighs, the hips are coming towards the sky, head down towards the ground. So you might feel a nice stretch in the lower back, the hips, the glutes, the hamstrings, maybe all the way down to the feet. And just breathe. Make sure you're not holding the breath. Stay with that breath. Keep shifting that weight towards the toes. Search for that edge. Keeping the knees soft. Don't lock out the knees here. So slowly bring those fingertips down to the ground. And we're going to go right into our next yin posture, which is malasana, or your yogi squat. So we're taking those feet out. So toes are going to be turning out. Heels in. Start to slowly bend into the knees, lowering the hips down to the ground. And so I'm just going to turn this way. So again, we're holding this pose. So just do the best you can do. Maybe bring the elbows inside the knees, maybe the palms together. Close the eyes. Start thinking about lengthening through the spine. So if Malasana is not working for you, if you're having a hard time getting the heels down to the ground, you can build into Malasana by practicing your child's pose, taking a wide leg. So that's another way to build into Malasana, or happy baby pose. So those are just some other options if you need to modify here. Or if this gets to be too much, just slowly, mindfully make your way out and just come into a wide leg child's pose. So that would just be taking the knees a little wider. Any knee issues or tight hamstrings, just take that modification. If you're in Malasana, think about drawing the hips down towards the ground, lengthening through that spine, crown to the sky. Just breathe. Nice, deep, steady breaths here. So besides this being a great hip opener, you're strengthening your legs. Definitely helps aid in digestion. So a lot going on here. If you have props, if you're home, and again, you can't get those heels to the ground, you could always take a block and sit on the block, or take a blanket under your heels just to make it a little bit easier, a little bit more comfortable, or a towel, anything to help support you in your practice. And little by little, you will get to the pose. So remember, no judgment, no expectation in yoga. And just be patient with your body. Wherever you are is fine. Every day is different. So let's slowly release out of our Malasana. Take the palms to the ground. Start to lift the hips up. So coming back into that forward fold, I'm just going to turn to the top of the mat. And then from here, let's just float through a Vinyasa, taking the feet into your plank pose. Find your plank. An option to lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths here. So you might have some stiffness in the lower back right now. So let's just stretch that out, ground the knees, and just float into your child's pose. Let those hips come to the heels. Maybe take that wide-legged child's pose. Just stretch it out and breathe. So from here, we're just going to shift our attention to the shoulders, the upper body for a little bit, shifting our focus. So floating up to your tabletop position. Maybe come slightly towards the back of your mat. We're going to take our melting heart pose. So begin by stacking the hips over the knees. Knees or hips width apart. And then slowly start to make your way, walking the palms forward. Maintaining the hips over the knees. And then slowly let the chest gradually make its way down to the ground. So you should start to feel a nice stretch in the shoulders, the upper back. So take your time, don't rush into this, ease into it. Maybe the forehead comes down to rest on the ground. And if you do that, just continue to let the chest drop. Search for that edge, that point of resistance. And when you find it, just hold there and breathe. If you're really open in the shoulders and upper back, and this isn't really doing much for you, if you don't feel challenged here, start to shift the gaze forward towards the top of the mat, lowering the chin down towards the ground. So keeping that gaze straight ahead. Try to keep those forearms, elbows off the ground if you can. If you can't, that's okay. And just breathe here. Use that breath as a tool to allow the body to relax and surrender into the postures. Slowly, let's make our way, releasing out of the pose. Start to lower those hips, coming down all the way onto the belly. Taking the arms alongside, palms facing up, and gently just turn the head to the right side, resting that left ear, the shoulders. Just let everything melt into the mat. Just taking a little break here. And then come back through center, and let's just turn the head to the opposite side. So this time grounding that right ear. Let those shoulders fall. Just let the legs relax, splay out. And then coming back to center, we're going to come into our Sphinx pose. So taking those forearms to the front. And make sure that you take the legs a little bit wider, maybe mat's width. Start to walk the elbows underneath the shoulders, taking those forearms wide, spread the fingers, shifting our focus to the lumbar spine, the lower back. So stay light in the palms, the forearms. Most of your weight's going to be in the elbows and the pelvis area. Try to relax the glutes, any muscles in the legs. Try to take any tension or resistance you might be feeling in the shoulders, the upper body. Try to mentally shift that to the lower back. So once you settle in here, start to think about puffing the chest forward and lifting through the crown. And just notice the different sensations you're feeling in that lower back. And just breathe here. Stay active in the pose. Keep searching for that edge. But at the same time, use this time to relax. Let go of any negative energy, negative thoughts. Quiet any chatter in the mind. If you like to Go a little deeper into that spine. Feel free to come into seal pose and transitioning by lifting the elbows, the forearms up. So it's totally okay just to stay right in your Sphinx pose. If you come into seal, make sure that the shoulders don't start to move up towards the ears. So keep those shoulders drawing down. Stay relaxed in the legs. Find that stillness here. And if you're in seal, slowly make your way back to Sphinx pose, transitioning by lowering the elbows, the forearms. And then let's make our way out of Sphinx pose. Let the chest drop. Take the palms outside, the chest, elbows to the sky. Slowly push into those palms and make your way back to child's pose. Let those hips move extra slow towards the heels. Just stretch this out. Maybe the knees are wide. Maybe not. And just ease into your child's pose here. Feel free to take the arms alongside the body. Palms facing up. Let those shoulders drop. Let the spine round here. Just let go. slowly, let's come up to seated. And then from here, let's extend the legs out. And then we're going to come into half butterfly pose. So coming into half butterfly pose, you might want to turn towards the long side of your mat. So bending the left knee, keep that right leg extended out. Bringing that left sole of the foot into the right thigh. Maybe flex the right foot, sitting up nice and tall. Feel the sits bones ground. Maybe close the eyes. Make sure you're not leaning too far forward. Check in, make sure the shoulders are stacked over the hips here. And just notice where you have any resistance or tension. Maybe you feel pretty good here. So you can totally just stay right here or start to walk the palms forward, slowly making your way into a forward fold. So again, just ease into this, keep those sits bones grounded. Maybe come down onto the forearms, bring those palms into prayer. Taking whatever position feels good for you. Little by little, maybe the chest lowers a little bit closer. And let's slowly start to walk those palms, coming back through center. And let's just switch legs. So just extending through that left leg, bending that right knee, bring that right sole of the foot into the left thigh. And again, just get centered here first. Sitting up nice and tall, feel those sits bones ground. Let the knee drop towards the ground. Maybe flex that left foot. And then if and when you're ready, start to come into a forward fold. Take your time. Deep inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose.
So just listening to the body and see how the body talks to us, allowing us to go a little bit deeper if we're patient, if we move slow, if we take our time. So you may feel a lengthening, a stretch in that left hamstring or left inner thigh. Use that breath. And then slowly start to make your way back and walk the palms in, coming back to center. And then just take those feet to the ground and let's just let the knees drop over. Just windshield wiper the legs. Let those knees drop to the other side. And then let's come to extend the legs out. Bend the knees. Reach through those arms around the spine. Draw the chin towards the chest and slowly make your way down, rolling through that spine all the way onto your back. And just take a minute here to ground. Feel the shoulders grounding, the hips grounding, and then floating the feet off the ground. Take the knees into the chest. Hug those knees in. Take hands to opposite elbows. Maybe forehead to knees. And then release the feet, coming into a bridge prep pose. So palms are facing down, fingertips towards the heels, knees or hips width apart. Stay nice and long in the neck. And then from here, let's extend that right leg up to the sky. Coming into our figure four, cross that right ankle over the left knee.
And gently start to press that right knee away. So getting deep into those hips. So you can totally stay right here. Maybe flexing that right foot. Stay active by pressing the knee away. If you want to go deeper, take those palms underneath the left thigh. So you're threading that right arm through the thighs and then extend the left leg up to the sky, creating that figure four with the legs. Keeping the upper body relaxed, grounded. Start to draw the legs towards the chest. And at the same time, let that knee, that right knee, continue to open, pressing away. Stay active here. Keep searching for that edge. And let's slowly, coming out of this, float that left foot down, release the arms. Extend that right leg up to the sky. And then the left leg meets it. And then let's just take that to the opposite side. So you're going to float that right foot down to the ground. Cross that left ankle over the right knee. And start to press that left knee away. So you may notice you feel different from one side to the opposite. And just acknowledge that. And be okay if one side is tighter or more open. And then you can totally stay here, or if you want to take that figure four, take the palms this time underneath the right thigh, threading that left arm in between the thighs, and then extend the right leg up. Maybe flexing that left foot and the right foot. Staying active in the legs, the feet. Press the left knee away, draw the legs towards the chest. Feel that left glute stretch. Try to relax the upper body, the shoulders, the neck, the jaw, the face. Stay with that breath. keep drawing those legs closer, going a little deeper into that glute stretch. And let's slowly release, floating that right foot down, release the hands. Take the arms alongside the body and extend that left leg up to the sky, right leg up to the sky. And just holding here. Check in with the neck, make sure your chin isn't lifting up. Keep the knees soft. And let's come in for our happy baby pose. Take those arms inside the thighs, peace sign fingers wrap around the big toes. Draw the knees down towards the ground. Flex those feet. Opening up the hips here. Maybe rock from side to side. Massaging the lower back, the lower hips. Ground the shoulders. Maybe extend through those knees. And then release, coming in for Sapta Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Release that yogi toe grip. Bring the soles of the feet together. Bring the legs into a diamond shape. Opening up those knees, let the knees drop to the ground. Take the arms overhead, palms to the sky. Making our way towards Shavasana, so feel free to stay here if this feels good for you. Or whenever you're ready, coming into Shavasana, extending those legs, taking them wide, taking the arms out in T. Start to find that stillness in the body and mind. Feel the entire body just melting into the earth. And just coming back to the natural breath. feel free to stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like, gaining all the wonderful benefits it provides. If you'd like to join me in closing out your practice, start to bring some movement into the toes, the fingers, the hands, the feet. Maybe inhale, float the arms up overhead, bend the knees, and just make your way onto your right side, coming into a fetal position, just taking some nice, deep, steady breaths there. And then when you're ready, just make your way back to a comfortable seated position. Roll the shoulders back, sitting up nice and tall, crown to the sky, closing out our practice with 3 cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you so much for joining me and sharing your beautiful practice. Thank yourselves for starting your day in a positive and healthy way. As you go through your day and the days ahead, continue to make those positive and healthy decisions. Be good to yourself. Be gentle, be kind, be patient. And may there always be peace in your heart, peace in your words, and peace in your mind. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.
I hope you enjoyed your journey today. If you would like to see new classes, please remember to subscribe, like, visit our website at cavelalife.com, become a member on our Patreon account. By becoming a member, it allows us to create new classes. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Cavella Life. Thank you so much. Namaste.